How do you get your kids interested in your business? This is probably one of the most common things I hear from parents who have an entrepreneurial mindset, and they want to pass that along to their kids. Way more often than not, that entrepreneurial fervor of the parent is met by the kids with a resounding yawn. The kids just aren't interested. And sometimes not only are they not interested, they are vehemently opposed to doing any sort of business, anything they see their parents engaged in. So what's a parent to do? Here are 3 ways to get your kids interested in business and entrepreneurship. Number 1, stop trying to get them interested in business and entrepreneurship. Yes, you heard me. Stop it. If they show some interest, some genuine interest, then fine. But you trying to punch them in the mouth with entrepreneurship and shove business down their throats, no matter how successful or good you think it would be for them, just stop. A lot of times I've seen kids get involved with business with their parents as a way of connecting with their parents. Since that's all they see their parents doing, it seems like a pretty safe bet to fake some interest just to get some quality time with them. I don't know about you, but I would like the time with my kids to be authentic, not one that's built on a synthetic liking of something they truly couldn't give a crap about. This was addressed really well in several of the 5 love language books by Gary Chapman, specifically the 5 love languages of children and the 5 love languages of teenagers. And note, they are all still the same love languages, right? Of words of affirmation, quality time, receiving gifts, acts of service, and physical touch. But I think the author does a really great job of connecting those dots and making them relevant between the relationships between the kids and the adults in their lives. So getting back to my point though, let's say your kid's primary love language is quality time. They might want to spend time with you at work since they know they won't be getting any other time with you. The parents think that the kids love it when in fact they are just desperately trying to fill their empty love tanks. The same could be thought of for acts of service, right? If a kid's primary love language is acts of service, they may want to work alongside mom or dad, again, in an effort to fill their empty love tank. My suggestion is to get a hold of those books. They're both short. They're like 150 pages and they read pretty fast. But really learn to connect with your kids in using their primary love language instead of trying to shove business and entrepreneurship down their throats. Let's talk about the second thing you can do, which is to check yourself. I'm amazed at how many parents drag themselves home, tired, worn out, in a horrible mood, complaining about all the things that go on in these businesses that they created, not to mention how hard it is and how many hours they are spending at work, and somehow they're surprised when their kids want absolutely nothing to do with their business or entrepreneurship. Well, what would you expect? If all your kids see is the horrible side of business and, coincidentally, the horrible side of you because of the business, why in the world would any sane person sign up for that? This is where parents become their own worst enemy. Yes, being in business can be hard and stressful and all the things, right? But this is also where you have to show your kids the best side of business. And if your business is not running as good as it could be, well, then maybe you and I should have a conversation and we can get your business running as good as it could be. Look, I'm pretty good at what I do and I've been able to help out a lot of business owners in all sorts of different ways. So if you're interested, I'll put my link in the description for a free 15-minute discovery call, and I will leave that link up until the porn bots get a hold of it and it starts to get abused, and then I'll take it down. But once it's gone, it's gone. But whether you take my help or not, you owe it to yourself to get your business up and running smoothly and as effectively and efficiently as possible. Remember that your business exists for you, not the other way around. So make sure that you're taking time to work on the business and not always in the business, right? Whether it's me or someone else, get someone to help you do that. Not getting help was one of the things that really slowed me way down, so please don't make that same mistake. The last thing that parents can do to get their kids engaged in entrepreneurship and business is to make it fun. If you're going to try to sell your kids into anything, you have to gamify it, right? Whether it's homework, washing the dishes, or raking the leaves, when you turn something into a game, now it can actually be something fun, something you do together. But also recognize their limits too. Let's face it, nothing is fun if you're doing it for 8 straight hours. Tie a reward to it. Tie a prize to the end to it at the end. One last thought, and we're going to land the plane. Give them an opportunity to let them use their creativity. Kids are massively creative, especially if they're under 11 years old. Don't be a freaking stick in the mud when it comes to how they do something either, right? If you're an overly judgmental a-hole and critical of everything they do, then why would they want to sign up for that? Use your judgment for things that they can do, right? Things that can be done just good enough. And let that be something they can use just for the sake of learning. All right, so there you have it. 3 things you can do to help get your kids more engaged in your business or entrepreneurship. Do you have some of your own ideas? I'd like to hear about it. Drop them in the comments. And speaking of which, if you're interested in having that free 15-minute discovery session of how I might be able to help you and your business run better, again, click on that link in the comments or in the description, and it'll be up there. If it's still up, it's still good. So that's all I have. All right, that's all I have for today. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys next time.